Hey, it's Mark here. I've had a lot of people talk to me about some of the difficulties getting a nice OO shape in Morpheus, and it seems when you first crack Morpheus open and you look at all these controllers, it seems like there's not enough controllers on the mouth to get a decent OO shape, but there is. I'm gonna first start by drop the jaw a little bit, just get the mouth open. I'm gonna bring the corners in. Now, what happens next is I see the mistake that a lot of people make, and I see it more often than not, is when people are looking for an OO shape, what they end up doing is they end up pursing the lips and doing that, which seems reasonable when we make our OO shapes. Our lips do go out. But what we're really trying to do is we're looking at the actual shape, the negative space of the shape of the inside of the lips. You want an O shape. The way to get that is by bringing these mouth corners. Here, let's bring them in a little bit further. You want to bring these mouth corners together. So this one's down all the way it is, as far as it can go. And then you bring these ones up, and you get those mouth corners together. We can bring this one up. We start to get an O there. So that's looking pretty good. Personally, I think the lips are too full. So you can flatten those lips out just by dragging these top controllers over away from the lips. And that'll flatten those lips out a little bit. And now we start to get ourselves a bit of an OO shape. We can bring this guy up even a bit more. If we want to get a tighter O, we can. If we want more of an aw, we can do that. We can get it tight like this. And if we want to go super tight, to get a really tight OO, we can maybe bring those corners up a bit, make it a bit more elegant, so they're not crashing through each other. And then sometimes those teeth can get in the way, so I'll cheat. They talk about, the top teeth are rigid. They don't. The lips move around, but the teeth don't. But I will still cheat those if I'm trying to really sell an OO shape. I'll just grab these teeth, and I'll move them out of the way. And I can sell my OO shape that way. Push that guy up a little bit, and then you can really start to shape it a bit more. There we go. And lastly, so there, now we got a nice OO shape. And I can do the same thing if that bottom lip is getting too thick. I can thin that out by dragging these controllers away from the mouth. And it'll thin those lips out a little bit. So I'm not rolling the lips out. I'm building a shape. I'm building an O shape with the lips. And that's how you build it. And lastly, once you get a nice shape that you like for an OO shape, what I do is I just select all these mouth controllers. Make sure I got them all selected. Everything that I'm using to build this OO shape. I select the jaw open here. And then I'll go in and I'll create a quick selection set. I'll go create, sets, quick selection set, and I'll just call it lips. Or actually what I'll do is I'll just call it L and hit OK. So now, when I don't have anything selected, I can go up here into select by name, make sure that's selected, select by name. I can type in the letter L, hit enter, and it selects all my lips. And then I can just copy that shape. If I have, later on in my dialogue, if I have another OO I want to hit, I can copy that over. Now, I might not necessarily want that exact shape, but it's a good place to start. I don't have to rebuild the whole thing. Now I have that OO in my scene file, that shape in my scene file, and I can use it again later. And that's how you build a new shape with Morpheus. All right, take care. Oh, Happy New Year.